That won't happen again.
Awaken!
Thought that had been cleared up.
I've come to collect my daily ration.
Here, take it. 3 of the Northern Dark. But don't smoke them all at once.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know.
I want to trade.
What do you want from me? Or do you want to sell something?
Awaken!
I would like to learn how to increase the power of my magic.
The power of your spirit is the key.
Awaken!
I need better armor.
I could give you better armor, but you must make a generous contribution to the Brotherhood.
I'd like to have the Medium Templar's armor.
Now that you're able to make the donation, you'll be protected by new armor.
Show me your goods.
You're very probably right.
I'm not listening. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Ah, it's you. My friend Lester from the swamp camp told me all you did there. For somebody who hasn't been here for long, you've come quite a way.
I came quite close to becoming worm food a few times, too. I have an important message for the magicians of water.
Then you should talk to Satyrus. He's the highest of the water mages and spends all day studying some writings or other. But no matter how important your message is, the guards of the upper level won't let you through to him.
Can't you put in a good word for me?
I can't, but Kronos, the keeper of the ore, might be able to give you permission.
Where can I find this keeper of the ore?
If you proceed from here, you'll come across the big dwelling cave behind the dam. Kronos is usually at the grid over the big ore mound, but he's a bit arrogant. You'll have to convince him that your message is important. See you later.
There was a time when things would have gone very different.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
It's the same story every time.
I have an important message for Satyrus.
What could be so important that our spiritual leader should interrupt his important studies for it?
Iberian, the leader of the sect camp, is dead.
What? How could that happen?
The Brotherhood performed a ritual, invoking their god. It seems the mental strain was too much for Iberian.
That's very sad. Iberian was a reliable ally, but it's no reason to justify interrupting Satyrus' studies.
Kor Kalam has left the Brotherhood with some fanatical Templars. He wants to find the sleeper on his own and wake him up at all costs.
I've never trusted him, second guru or not. He's vain, insidious, and he's capable of anything. The Brotherhood is better off without him. I'll tell Satyrus about it as soon as I get the chance. Leave now.
The gurus have recognized that they're praying to an evil archdemon.
All of a sudden, they now think their sleeper is a demon? Sounds like another mad idea of the Brotherhood, but should they be right, all of us in the colony here might be in grave danger. You must report to Satyrus at once. He must decide what is to be done.
Where can I find Satyrus?
Go to the upper level. Tell the guards there that you have my permission to pass. The password is Tetriandoch. Satyrus is by the pentagram. He spends almost all day there, studying how to blow up the big ore mound. Step up!
I want to acquire magic writings.
Hang on, better not go pressing into anything.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
I thought that had been cleared up ages
Hang
ago.
on, better not go pressing into
As
anything.
long as I'm not involved.
Must be something about that story.
That wasn't very clever.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
You'd have to prove it to tell me.
You're probably right.
My same story every time.
You're probably right.
Always talk.
Let's talk about something else instead.
To know it.
I thought that had been
people
cleared
never
up
learn.
ages ago.
Some people never learn.
But keep it to yourself. People
You're
don't
probably
need to know.
right.
If you think,
It's obvious that there
I
would be
doubt that's
trouble
ever
ahead.
likely to change.
Let's talk about something else instead.
it was obvious that there would be trouble. Let's talk about something else instead.
There must be something about that story after all.
It's really not my problem.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Let's talk about something else
That's really not my problem.
I'd better keep out of it.
You have
It
to
was
watch
obvious
yourself.
that there would be trouble ahead.
Keep it to yourself.
However, people always talk.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know.
I doubt that's likely to change.
Rely on somebody, you're in trouble. That's how it goes. You shouldn't believe everything.
I'd better keep out of it.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I better keep out of it.
Something else instead.
Some people don't need to know it. I'm not listening to you blabbering anymore. That's really not my problem.
That's really not my
As long as
problem.
I'm not involved.
Some people never learn.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
I doubt that's everything to change.
I thought that'd be cleared up
I better
ages
keep
ago.
out of it.
But keep it to yourself.
I'm not
People
listening to all
don't
the
need to
blabbering
know.
anymore.
That wasn't very
Last time,
clever.
things would have gone very differently. That won't happen if I wasn't clever.
Very commonly right.
Some people never learn.
You have to watch what you tell people.
Hang on. Better not to go rushing into anything.
Same old story every time.
Step aside.
You should believe everything you hear.
Ah, you're probably right.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes.
It was obvious that there would be trouble.
You think?
Rely on somebody, you're in trouble.
Some people never learn.
I think.
Hang on. There was a time when things was my problem. Very different.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore. If you think
Stop. Nobody may pass without the password.
Watch what you tell people.
that's really not my problem.
There was a time when things would have gone very different.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes. That wasn't very clever.
The password is Tetriandach.
That's right. You may pass.
Though, because he.
Cleared ages ago.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead. It's the same story every
Now
time.
that's likely to change.
I have important news from the Brotherhood's camp.
If Kronos gave you permission to visit me, it must be important news indeed.
Hyberian is dead. He died during the ritual invocation of the Sleeper.
Yuberion dead? That's bad news. Very bad news indeed. Who's leading the Brotherhood now? That power-hungry and deceitful Kor Kalam?
No, Kalam has turned his back on the Brotherhood. He's taken some Templars with him. Nobody knows where they've gone.
Why is that? He was in second place after Yuberion.
Certain events have convinced the Gurus that their way is the wrong one. Their god seems to be an evil archdemon. One of the Gurus nearly killed me under the influence of the Sleeper, although I had saved his life just briefly beforehand. Kor Kalam was the only Guru who didn't want to admit the true nature of the hellish creature. That's why he's left the camp in the swamp.
I see. Well, at least we're lucky in this regard. Korangar is a good man. He's tough, but honest. If anybody could prevent the Brotherhood from falling apart after this spiritual catastrophe, he can. May you return in one piece? May you return in one piece?
Some people never learn. As long as I'm not involved.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Let's talk about something else instead.
That's really not my problem.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
I thought that had been cleared up years ago. You're giving to yourself. People don't need to know it. There was a time when things would have gone very differently. Same old story every time. I'm listening to all the blathering. Rely on somebody and you can try it. That's how it goes. You have to watch what you tell people. Maybe.
Awaken!
Maybe. You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I'd like to trade with you.
Good. Here,
There was a time
these
when
are the
things
weapons I have
shouldn't believe
available at the
everything you
moment.
hear. That wasn't very
Same
clever.
old
Story every time. I'd better keep out of it. People always talk. If you think. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. That wasn't very clever. Better not go rushing into anything. Maybe. People always talk. But keep it to yourself. People don't need to. Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. People always talk. You're very probably right. But keep it to yourself. People don't need like to be in his shoe. But that's to yourself. That wasn't very clever.
People always talk.
Awaken!
I want to acquire magic writings.
As long as people always talk, you have to watch what you tell people.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
That wasn't.
Hang on.
Same old story.
There must be something.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I have this almanac. Iberian used it to charge the focus.
Very good. We need the knowledge contained in this book to charge the 5 original focus stones. I'll take the almanac.
I have this focus.
You're holding the key that can unlock all our bonds. It's one of the 5 focus stones which were used to create the magic barrier. And with the help of the very same focusing power of these stones, we'll tear down the Great Wall of Energy.
But won't that use up an awful lot of power?
True, but in all these years we've untiringly collected ore instead of trading it for luxuries with our jailers. As you must know, each ore nugget contains a certain amount of magic power. With the aid of the energy thus amassed in the ore mound, we'll be able to destroy the magic barrier.
Sounds dangerous.
The explosion will be merely of a magical nature. It will only destroy everything that's been modified by the magic inside the barrier. There is no danger to us human beings.
Here, take the focus. I hope it really will be of some use to your plans with the ore mound. What are you going to do with the focus and the almanac now?
Nothing. We need the 4 remaining focus stones first. Unfortunately, we don't have any of these 4 magic stones.
I'm willing to find the 4 remaining focus stones for you. After all, I'm quite keen on getting out of here sometime myself.
I must warn you, searching for them will prove as difficult as it will be dangerous. Since conflict with the old camp is getting worse every day, I cannot give you any mercenary either. You'll be totally on your own.
Well, that's nothing unusual for me. I'll find a way to organize these things.
Your confidence does you credit, but you'll need some items to assist you. Take this map here. It's old, but on it you'll see the original locations of the focus stones when the barrier was created. Also, this spell scroll will enable you to travel back to our camp faster. Finally, you need to speak to Riordan. He brews the potions for the camp. You'll find him in his hut, here, on the upper level. May you return in one piece.
You're very probably right. As long as
Satyrus sent me.
Ah, come here. I've already been informed. Here, take these potions. They're potions of all kinds. Now go and bring us the focus stones. These artifacts are our only hope.
Same old story every time. I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore. They're different. Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. Some people never learn. People always talk.
That wasn't very clever.
There was a time when things would have gone very different.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
There must be something about that story after all. You shouldn't believe everything you hear. Rely on somebody like that. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. This is very clever. Let's talk about something else instead.
It was obvious there would be trouble.
Maybe. I'm not listening to all the blabbering anymore.
story after all. Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it. That's not really my problem.
If you think
I'd better keep out of it. About that story after all.
I'd better keep out of it.
Greetings. My friend Lester from the swamp camp told me about your great deeds there. I am impressed. You've become very strong.
I do my best.
Ah, yes. Always modest, aren't you?
What are you doing here?
There is an ancient ring of stone not far from here. In its center lies the entrance to an underground vault.
Some sort of tomb?
Yes, something like that. There is something in that tomb that I'd like to have.
I'm looking for a focus stone. It must be here somewhere.
That almost sounds as if we were both looking for something in the same place.
Why don't you go down to the tomb and get what you're looking for?
Oh, that's a long story. I'd have to go a long way back to explain.
Go ahead. I'm in no hurry.
All right. After the creation of the magic barrier which imprisons us all, one of the magicians sealed a magic artifact down there.
Is this artifact one of the 5 focus stones?
Exactly. So you already know the story of the 5 focus stones?
Don't tell me you're after the focus stone as well.
No, I'm not interested in the focus stone. I'm looking for an orcish talisman.
What about that talisman?
I believe its former owner used it to defend himself against angry orcs. If I'm right, the talisman may be of great use.
The artifact was sealed away?
Yes, a powerful spell protects it. The first grave robber trying to swipe the focus will be cursed and doomed to an existence as a restless undead. We'll have to protect the tomb from other grave robbers.
How can you get past that curse?
There will be no need for that now. Some years ago, an ore baron out pleasure hunting for orcs was careless enough to enter the tomb. Now he is the guard of the treasures down there.
We should seek out the tomb together. You get the talisman, and I'll have the focus stone.
All right, but there is one little problem.
A problem?
Yes, the guard down there in the tomb.
Can't he be cut into handy little pieces?
That wouldn't be too easy. He seems to be extremely resistant against the effects of normal weapons.
Let me guess, you already got a plan, right?
Well, I have a plan, but I can't carry it out on my own.
Tell me.
I have a spell scroll with a very powerful spell here. The spell will destroy all the undead who fall under it.
Then it should be child's play to take out the tomb.
Well, not quite. The guard is not on his own any longer. Probably later grave robbers who were no more successful than he was. I went down there once and I was nearly killed. One man on his own cannot do much there.
Give me the spell scroll and we'll do it together.
Good, very good. I hoped you would say that. However, we only have one spell scroll. Use it for the guard. The other undead can be defeated in normal fights as well.
I see. Well, which way leads to the Ring of Stone?
Follow me. Here we are. The tunnel here leads directly to the tomb.
Then let's go and visit the guard.
Good. You have the talisman.
Here, take it. That was our deal.
Thank you, my friend. I never forget anybody who helped me. I'll go back to the old camp. Perhaps we'll meet there.
I found a focus under the ring of stone.
That's a start. You're doing well. There are still 3 focus stones missing to accomplish our plan. Now go and look out for the remaining focus stones. I see you've used up the teleportation scroll. Here, take a new one. May you return in one piece.
Awaken!
I've come to collect my daily ration.
Here, take it. 3 of the Northern Dark. But don't smoke them all at once.
Must be something about that story after all. Wouldn't like to same old story. That was the
Awaken!
Can you train me?
Strength and dexterity are as important as the power of the mind.
Awaken.
Wasn't very clever. There was a time when.
Say.
I wouldn't. You have to watch what I tell you. Hey, what are you doing here?
I came here by order of the Magicians of Water. I'm looking for magical artifacts, so-called focus stones.
You're looking for the focus stones? You're really brave.
Satyrus and the other magicians from the new camp want to use it to detonate the barrier in order to free us from this imprisonment.
I'll believe that when I see it with my own eyes.
I feel the same, but tell me, why did you come here?
I'm weighing up if it's worthwhile paying a visit to the mountain fort. You know, there is a document I'd like to get. On the other hand, it's quite risky to go in there.
How did you manage to get past that living mountain?
I've learned a lot from the gurus. Their magic can be really helpful.
This document you're looking for, what is it?
Many years ago, the lord of this area lived in this mountain fort. He controlled the land and the mines. Like any other aristocrat, he had, of course, a document to verify his tenure. And I'll get this document.
But as long as we're being kept in here by the barrier, it won't be worth anything.
That's right. But if the water mages manage to destroy the barrier, the document might become quite valuable again.
We could have a look around the fort together.
That's a good idea. You go first. I'll stay near you. Look. Looks like the focus you're looking for is up there.
Right, looks like a focus platform. It's not that easy to reach it.
I'll go and have a look up there. Awaken!
I found the document.
Hey, well done! Take these magic scrolls as a reward. With them, you'll be able to reach the focus. I'll wait for you down by the focus platform. Now both of us have what we wanted. I'll stay here to read the old books.
We'll meet again. I found a focus in the mountain fort.
Good. That's the second focus stone you've brought us. We're getting closer and closer to our target. Be brave and fetch the 2 remaining focus stones. I see you've used up the teleportation scroll. Here, take a new one. May you return in one piece.